Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
So we're going to read a little Radharasa Sudhanidhi. This is the Gopi hour, so I like to I get up really early to give glory to Radha and her girlfriends and Krishna. Less on Krishna, more on Radha, because we get Radha's mercy, then Krishna comes running. Standing erect, the hairs of his body rebuke the blossoming champaka flowers. Raising his arms again and again, he calls out, Hari, Hari, surrounded by his devotees. Again and again he sings and dances. Streams of tears flow from his eyes and sprinkle the ground. Let us glorify him, Lord Gaurachandra. Obeisances to the direction that faces Vishnu Banu's daughter. When the breeze coming from the direction playfully moves the edge of his garment, Lord Krishna, who cannot be attained even by the kings of yogis, thinks that his life has now become a great success. Obeisances to the glories of Sri Vishnu Banu's daughter. Even Brahma and Shiva and all the demigods cannot attain the pollen of her lotus feet. Her merciful glance showers the best of all nectars. I meditate on the dust of Sri Radha's feet. Dust that even Brahma, Shiva, and Shukadev, Narada, and Bhishma, and a host of other great saints cannot see. Dust that has limitless power. Dust that at once transforms the Supreme Personality of Godhead into Sri Radha's submissive servants. I meditate on the dust of Sri Radha's feet, dust that becomes a Kamadua cow, to give the nectar of Ras as the devotees celebrate a festival of spiritual love. Placing this dust on their heads, the beautiful gopis attain something even peacock feather-crowned Krishna yearns to attain. Oh, glory to the forest goddess. When wounded by millions of Kamade's arrows, Nanda's son fell. She brought him back to life by splashing him with many waves of the blissful nectar of her touch. Oh, when will the sweet and graceful nectar ocean that is Sri Radha's face an ocean filled at every moment with waves of sweetness. Charm, beauty, and wonderful, beautiful pastimes appear before us. When will I become a sweeper in the forest courtyard, where, surrounded by many maidservants, the peacock feather-crowned Supreme Personality of Godhead speaks his appeal to the nectar ocean that is Sri Radha? Oh, my heart, please turn from the great things of this world and run to Vrindavan, where the great treasure, the nectar flood that delivers the devotees from this world, is Sri Radha's name. Oh, Sri Radha, oh great treasure of bliss, when will the best of lovers falls at your feet and begs for the nectar festival of a single embrace? Will I see you knit your eyebrows and hear you say, no, no? May Sri Radha, who is a personified nectar ocean of perfect spiritual love, in the splendor of whose Chandravaka jeweled toenails glistens amongst the gopis, be merciful to me. Oh, may Sri Radha, who is the personified nectar ocean of perfect spiritual love, in the splendor of whose Chandravaka jeweled toenails glistens among the gopis, be merciful to me. Oh, when will Vrindavan's Queen Radha, her eyes restless with love, and her limbs like waves in the flooding ocean of nectar, place her merciful glance upon me? Oh, when will Vrindavan's Queen, Sri Radha, her restless eyes with love, and her limbs like waves in a flooding ocean of nectar, place her merciful glance upon me? O Queen of Vrindavan, I take shelter of your lotus feet. Which are flooded with nectar, which are cool and pleasing, in which placed over Lord Krishna's heart, extinguish the blazing fire of torment that torments him. I pray that my heart may find its happiness in Radha's pastime forest, where the vines bear flowers picked by Radha's own hands, where many charming places bear Sri Radha's footprints, and where the birds passionately sing Radha's glories. I will say, you should go there and bathe in the dark nectar. Smiling, Radha will joke and said, oh friend, wait until night. Then the dark nectar will come here. Oh, when will I pick this glorious flower on the Kandamba tree of Radha's sweet pastimes? Will I see graceful Radha first shyly gazing at her own toes, and then from afar gazing at the full moon face of the king of Rasics, and then her anklets tinkling as she runs to meet him? O Sri Radha, when after you have spent the entire night enjoying pastimes with the best of charming lovers, and after you have bathed and eaten breakfast with Krishna, will you finally fall asleep, the soles of your feet gently stroked by my hand? may Sri Radha, who is an ocean of intelligence, a nectar ocean of love, and an ocean of kind affection, and a great mercy, and an ocean of great mercy, an ocean of great beauty, an ocean of nectar splendor, and an ocean of transcendental pastimes appear in my heart. You see that we so fortunate we have the shelter of Radha. Isn't it like it is, huh? See, may Sri Radha's an ocean of intelligence. Don't we have that intelligence? That's her shelter, man. Don't we have a nectar ocean of that love? That's her shelter. See? May Sri Radha. See, an ocean of kind affection. Isn't that happening here? Look at our puppy piles. Where's that about, man? You see what that's Radharani's mercy, man. That's her shelter. People, they would pee their pants if they knew the potency that was here, man. Oh. Sorry. I didn't know what other word to use. But isn't that true? Am I saying anything that's not a reality here? Where do you see such grace? Unless it's Sri Radha's place. I mean, I'm reading these verses and I say, my God, Radharani, what are you doing? You're here, in manifesting in our lives, man. It's amazing. I mean, I'm going to read this again because it's like, wow, man, this is not just a book now. This is our amazing grace place. We just should Radha Dasi's amazing grace place, man. They just bringing Radharani here and she just doing all, she gives us this ocean of intelligence. Where have you seen intelligence like this? Huh? Anywhere? Any of this? Come on, man. The deepest purports that only she would know. And a great ocean of love like this, with all the symptoms of prema, and an ocean of kind affection. Look at the dealings between these devotees that are just developing naturally. Oh my God. And an ocean of great mercy. Where is this kind of mercy? Bringing people, here we're the most fallen persons in the world, man, and raising it up to the association of Radharani, who is desired by the great demigods, and they can't even attain it. Like, how is it possible that a shoe salesman can be drawn, or a used car salesman, real estate broker can be drawn in this thing? It's unbelievable, man. Ocean of beauty, man. Hey, man, look at Lalita, man. You ain't gonna find an ocean more beautiful than that, or any of the devotees here. They're just like sprouting beauty everywhere, man. An ocean of nectar splendor, man. Whoa, talk about splendor, man. It's here. And an ocean of transcendental pastimes. See? Ocean, all kinds of things are happening here, man. Up here in my heart. See? So that's proof that Radha's around, man. See? The book Bhagavatam and the devotees manifesting that. So, may King Vishnu Banu's daughter, who becomes startled when she hears the music of Krishna's flute. She becomes startled. And whose limbs become like a wonderful champaka vine when she gazes at Krishna. See, so may Vishnu Banu's daughter, who becomes startled when she hears the music from Krishna's flute. See, that music is Krishna. It comes through the flute, right? The flute is the intimate devotee. See? She becomes startled. See? Startled, like, whoa, it's here. See? And then she becomes ecstatic so easily. See? He becomes ecstatic by hearing Krishna's flute. That's what we're here to teach, man. How to be attracted to that music of Krishna's flute. That's the devotee, man. He's being played by Krishna, by Krishna's internal potency. Not those in the world being played by the material manifestation of Krishna, the ignorance. People are being played by the Maya, right? Played by the Maya, the mode of ignorance and passion and goodness even. That doesn't attract Radharani. See, that doesn't what do you call cool Krishna's burning lust. Even the mode of goodness, the people still lusty, right? They're still, the only thing that'll cool that, see, is that music that comes from Krishna's transcendental flute or flutes. See, that music could be a song, it could be a verse. So conclusive, a conclusive verse comes from Krishna's flutes, and that satisfies the lust in his heart. That's why we can have puppy piles here. And the Vaidhi Bhaktas would freak out, don't they? Like, whoa, what are you doing there? There's a woman in the middle of that pile, man. What are you doing? Well, we got Radharani, man, and she burns it, man. She burns it, and you look at these people. Would you see any lust in any of those faces in that picture, man? That picture was great. I said, man, that's us, man. We're sitting here all together, man and woman, man, together in the grace of God. And it's like, hey, man, you guys are not, you've abandoned religion. You're sure right. We sure have, man. We have, because we know how to do it and we teach how to do it. Come into our puppy piles, man. We'll show you how to abandon all varieties of religion and take full shelter of Radha and Krishna's pastimes and qualities and everything, and how to become startled when you hear the flutes playing this wonderful tune of Krishna's transcendental potency. How would you like to be like that, huh? Man, this is better than liberation. This is better than salvation. Oh my God, this is Goloka Vrindavan. Even those liberated souls can't even touch that grace. And that's what, you think I've been exaggerating here? I haven't started to even touch the glories of what's going on in this Sangha here. Because the grace of Prabhupada in our disciplic line is so powerful, it wants to liberate the whole shebang. Are you okay, my friend? You look a little bit... What's going on?
It's just touching my heart so much, I've been in the room when Guru Maharaj has shared Radharani pastimes before, but it not really touched in this way. It's touching more, Taste is increasing. I've always been like gobsmacked when I've seen it, and something was coming through my head, all the dhams are empty without Guru Maharaj. There ain't no place I want to be. This way I want to be all the time, Dhams are empty. This is the highest dham, and it's right, Radharani's here, Krishna's here. I'm just like, this is amazing what's going on. It's just like, there's no lust last night in what you saw. It's just like we're blissed out on love for Krishna and Radha, I'm going to waffle if I... I don't know.
We're all waffling.
Waffling now. This is waffles. Transcendental waffles. It's wow. Yeah, man, I'm gobsmacked. I was gobsmacked. I'm less gobsmacked actually. Things are coming out now. Like when the first time I saw Guru Maharaj reading, I was like, man, I'm so fortunate to see this before my eyes, man. And that fortune is developing into tasting it, a little bit more now. Well, I just want more, more and more and more. That's the whole thing. You just want more and more and more. And when I say, the dhams are empty, the dhams are empty, unless Guru Maharaj is there. I know that in my heart. I've been to the dham, I don't want to go nowhere else, The dham is in, Guru Maharaj's grace place. That's it, man. The dham is now in Nottingham. Nottingham's the dham. What we do in Mayapur, we're doing here. And purification happens when, transcendental, pure, empowered acharya comes in line and is here now, and that arriving and in the van, looking back at that's like the documentation of Srila Prabhupada arriving in the Americas, It's the same, it's the same, it's the same potencies. Guru is one, and here to take it to the next level, you know. And Sudha Bhakti, which everyone's crying out for it, you know. Cannot carry on this Vaidhi platform, you know. So, you know, embrace it, and I'm embracing it, and more people, you know, come along. But what will be, you know. Just take opportunity of this one. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm waffling.
No, I just wanted to, you know, because this thing came to my mind. It's like this, you know, it was when Lord Chaitanya was here. People were so juiced up because this bhakti was really full. I mean, but bigger, you know, because he's, oh God, man, you know, the Lord with all these symptoms, no symptoms that any, you know, devotee can manifest. Not even the devotees back there, but he was here in that full. He, you know, was brought here by all these great devotees who called him, and he came. And he came as Radha and Krishna combined and showed the most amazing things. And so he disappeared in Jagannath Puri, and this is in the Chaitanya Chandrodaya, I think it is, yeah, that book, the play by Kavi Hanapur. And right in the beginning, Maharaj Prataparudya said, you know, the Lord was here, and then it was so juicy with this rasa, this bhakti that's here. It's, I mean, we're just a piece of that. I mean, he was there. Doesn't matter. It's still bhakti's bhakti, man. When you see ecstatic love, you see ecstatic love. So, of course, it was massive amounts with the Lord, but still, it's ecstatic love. Even a piece of that is so powerful, which we have here. So that was there, and then the Lord just disappeared. You know, and then all the devotees said, whoa, look at this. The Lord has disappeared, you know. And look what we're left with. He said the same Dhams, Prataparudya Maharaj said the same devotees come every year to the Lord Jagannath. The same Lord Jagannath is here. Yeah, the same kirtans are going on with not with the devotees. I mean, people. They didn't say kirtans, but he said everything is going on like it usually did. But I say even the Dham is empty without Lord Chaitanya. See, it's empty without that ras. When especially you get a taste, it's just like he said, you get a taste of that, you see the emptiness of the world. You see the emptiness of even being, I mean, like we were there in the Dham, man, and you go to the temple and you see everybody there in the Vaidhi mood. See, Vrindavan is a mood. Vrindavan is a bhav. Wherever, that's why Advaita, when he saw Lord Chaitanya, he said, I wanted to go, Lord Chaitanya. Nityananda cheated me. He misdirected me. He took me to away from Vrindavan. And Advaita said, nah, wherever you are is Vrindavan. It's that bhav, man. You're in that ecstatic mood that the devotees are in Vrindavan. So how can that be? How can you ever be away from? Oh, he's getting it. Yeah. Yeah, how can you ever be away from that Vrindavan? Because the devotees there are ecstatic like that. They're worshipping Radha and Krishna like that, and so are you. So you're never, wherever you are is Vrindavan, man. See, wherever that kind of worship, that ecstatic, loving worship is, that is Vrindavan, man. It's that kind of place. See, it's like that. See, so anyway, that left, and so they're in separation because of that. It's like, God, you know, everything is empty now without that. See, they're used to that Vrindavan. The Lord, you know, got them attached to it. Just like here, people get attached to the Ras and just letting go of, hey man, all you want is reality. This is reality, man, is this ecstatic devotional service. See, now, how did they solve that problem? This is a big problem, and the Lord disappears with this ras. How did they solve it? Well, Prataparudya Maharaj came to a devotee, an ecstatic devotee. And you know what he said? He said, now, you're a devotee. You have love for the Lord. You compose some nice verses, glorifying, a nice play, glorifying the Lord's pastimes here. And that will give us solace. See, to hear these pastimes of the Lord, remember them. See? So when you become, it is so necessary to become attached to the Lord. And that's the purpose, to hear from an ecstatic devotee. If you do that, you become attached to the Ras. See? And then you will feel the separation. And when you come back in contact with the Ras, hearing from the devotees or chanting the verses yourselves, if the devotees disappear, but chanting the verses yourself, you'll feel Krishna come to you and satisfy you, because you know it is the transcendental potency that will only satisfy you. Why do you think I'm doing day and night these things? You think it's because I out of duty or I'm supposed to? I have to. It's by doing devotional service. It's by following the order, the parampara, man, that keeps me alive. And keeps those who are coming here alive also. See? It's wonderful way to live, man. What a lifestyle, man. You know, this guy has really got Jesus, man. He says, have a lifestyle Christianity. Hey, man, this is lifestyle Vaishnavism, man, isn't it? This is our lifestyles, to hear, chant about the glories of the Lord, but not just in some regulated method where we're thinking about prasadam. Hey, man, where's the prasadam thing? No, this is prasadam. This is the food, man. Hey, this is the lifestyle, man. We go and liberate others just by Harikatha. True. Not just blah, 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 and just we talk about it and nobody gets ecstatic. But hey, man, blah, 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 and people get ecstatic, man. Show and tell. We blah, 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 see, tell, and then show. Boom. Now that's the way to go, huh? That's substance. Dasarath says, I'm getting flute sounds in my head. Oh, man, you lucky guy, man. That's right, this is the flute. And the flute player is here. The flute and the flute player. Oh, Sri Radha, whose hips are like a dancing arena of amorous pastimes. With the cooing swan of your belt, the buzzing of bees of your anklets, and the nectar splendor of your beauty, please bring coolness to your lover Krishna. Oh, Sri Radha, O celestial Ganges, O ocean garlanded with waves of splendor, with splendid pastimes, O girl with the glistening lotus face, O river passionately running to meet the dark ocean of Lord Krishna, O goddess whose whirlpool navel is so graceful, please appear before me. So that's our mission in a nutshell, man. Pretty awesome, huh? Radha's here to take over the world with Ras. This is where, Lord Chaitanya said, where Advaita first said, he said, the atheists say there's no bhakti in this world. And yeah, if you're among atheists, that's true. There's no bhakti in this world. But Lord Chaitanya was bhakti personified. He said, I don't see anything else being given in this Kali Yuga. Nothing worth of any value. Here's bhakti, man. Because bhakti, if you find a devotee, it's so easy to get. That's why people get it so easy here. Because you found the grace place, man. You think I'm exaggerating? Well, you think I'm saying this amazing grace place is an exaggeration? No, not at all. I haven't found a word that could actually express how amazing this place is. That people can get this kind of grace, Radharani's grace, man, and feel that love, and have that awaken in their hearts so easily. There is not, that is amazing. Vaishnavas are starving for this. They're starving. You can eat food and everything. You won't be satisfied. This is what Krishna says. Lord Chaitanya said, Krishna says, I have so many devotees. And they're doing rules and regulations here, like the Vais and everything. But that love doesn't satisfy me. And how do you know? Look at their faces, man. How many are in puppy piles like that? They're all afraid of a woman going to contaminate them, man. They can't see that this is their intimate sister. You think in Vrindavan they're like that? Oh, you're a woman, man. Let's stay far away from you, man. No, they're embracing each other, man. Man, women. That's why they keep Vrindavan sealed from the Vaidis out there. Or they did, but now we're breaking that seal just like Lord Chaitanya did. Well, we're breaking, I'm going to tell you something truth, and I'm not exaggerating. We're breaking it more than they did. Because this is progressive, man. The Lord wants to show the full manifestation for Vrindavan. Not like he was there and then oh, you women there, they're all pure devotees, pure love for him. Oh, you stay back there because we want to, impress the Vaidis, and just show that we're following them. No, they embraced, man. And we show that, hey man, physically you can just embrace your brothers and sisters with loving ecstasy when you have the real potency here. But if you don't, well, yeah, you're going to have problems, man, because you're impure. You still got envy, jealousy, and all that crap, man. But you come here and get this grace. You believe in our preaching like this. Your heart will be filled with pure love of God, and you can love each other because each person here becomes very attracted to each other. Very attractive, and that is so good. That is so normal for devotees who are eternally liberated souls to be attracted to each other because they're attracted to Krishna, man. And I've come here to teach what has not ever been taught before. Ooh, here the boasts come. But they're true, man. Eh? That's why you're going to see our puppy piles. They're going to be so high. They're going to be bigger than Mount Lemon, which is 9,000 feet. Our puppy piles will be up. Well, people will be squashed. I don't know if they'll fly. We'll have to do some levitation, maybe. Everybody will become lighter than a feather, maybe, and then the puppy piles will be up to the mount. Why not, man? You want to really, when Krishna saw his reflection in the mirror, I'm here to, bring this kind of experience. When Krishna saw himself in the mirror, he saw the spiritual potency. He was I want to embrace this person. Well, man, when that's in a woman and that is awakened, that woman is like Claire, that you read about. You want to, and then, or what's her name? Our Claire, man. What's her name? Lalita. Even her husband's like, oh my God, this is holiness personified here. God is living in her body. But hey, man, I'll just move that away. And I gotta, give her a big bear hug, man. There's Krishna in that body, man. See, that's devotional service, man. We're not here to take all that contamination away. Oh, this is a woman over there. Hey, man, we'll just come here, get that pure bhakti, get Radha and Krishna living in your heart, and they'll burn away all that consciousness, and then you'll have affectionate relations with all persons, like we're manifesting here. Okay? Thank you, Lord, man. You really pumping the grace through this Sangha here. Whoa. Why not, man? It's, God's always doing a new thing, man. You're going to see something that has not been done before. I was listening to this ecstatic Christian, and I'm thinking, and he's an ecstatic Christian. He goes around, puts stuff. His name's John Crowder, But I listened to his realizations. I thought, boy, man, we should have a conversation. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to, because he, of course, thinks Jesus is the only way. I'm just going to take his videos. I'm going to have a conversation with the guy. I'm going to show there's something deeper for him and every other Christian to know. They're all stuck up because you need conclusive truth. You need association with other spirit-filled devotees, even though they're outside of your little pond with Jesus. I love Jesus to death, man. But he taught, it says, the spirit of devotion, the Holy Spirit will reveal all things. And people are thinking, well, it's just amongst the Christians. No, not necessarily. If you listen here, man, you'll get a broad-mindedness that also will show you won't fall into the Maya. You say, no, you listen to Haridas Thakur, you listen to Rupa Goswami. These guys are the best of all devotees, you know? They make Paul and Peter, I mean, they're great. Paul and Peter, they're devotees. They're all amazing. They're the best devotees. But my God, take advantage of Rupa Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj's realizations, man. They're all devotees of the same Lord. They teach you that, hey, man, there's Jesus Christ, and there's Lord Chaitanya, and there's Radha and Krishna, man. They're all family members. Those rooms are connected. My Father's house has many mansions, and those rooms are connected, but you got to see the connection. See? They're not all connected by just getting the revelations of devotees in one room, of the Jesus people, right? The Jesus devotees. But hey, man, these other rooms here with Lord Chaitanya's devotees, they have realizations, revelations, everything. See, that Holy Spirit that they got has revelations too. So you Christians or anybody, why not take advantage of that stuff too? It's amazing. See, that's what we're teaching here. I mean, we have so much powerful, graceful revelations and everything to make this house be like, open up all these connecting doors that seal everything away. There's Vaikuntha Dham, you know, only those in that mood. And then there's Dwarka Dham, and then Mathura Dham, and then Ayodhya with Lord Ram, and then Shiva's Dham, and then Shinga. Everything is kind of got their rooms, and everybody doesn't understand the mentality of the other devotees. Well, I just say, open up those doors and face devotees of the Supreme Lord and learn from them. Why not? Come and face here, and we'll teach you how to do that. Hey, man, I worship Jesus. I was born again. And I also have my Shiksha with Prabhupada and his books. You know, teach me all about that. Oh, wow, I thought, you know, that Bible there, New Testament, you know, that Jesus is the only God and all that. But what is this? Are these guys, you know, also, are they false prophets? Is Haridas Thakur, I mean, you can't even, you know, if you openly look at this stuff and with discrimination and intelligence, is Haridas Thakur, is he a demon? Can you imagine? This guy, the most humblest personality in the universe, so dear to God, you know, how can he be, you know, or Rupa Goswami and Krishnadas Kaviraj with all these revelations, and they make all sense. What doesn't make sense is think Jesus is the only God and that he's the only son. That makes no sense when you're faced with understanding the revelations from these devotees. The Lord came again 500 years ago and said, hey man, let me give you some more. No, we just want to be sectarian and narrow-minded persons. Well, I'm going to prove to all you Christians out there that my God is the same like Jesus. Jesus gave the Holy Spirit, man, and my Lord also gives the Holy Spirit. So, and I've given it through this Sangha because nobody can do what we're doing. It's impossible unless they're empowered. Okay. Okay, so that's you know, some of our mission here. There's a little prophecy going on. Helping many people. This guy looks like he's in trance.
It's really beautiful what Guru Maharaj said, you know, the mansion and all the rooms are connected. Just meditating on that, I think it's words enough. You know, it's so beautiful that you can have bath with Shiv, you can have bath with Jesus Christ, you can have bath with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda. You know, it's only us who don't want to open the doors. And there's one Acharya who can open the doors. And this is massive. This is a massive mission to do what we're all doing, and to be empowered to be able to do it through Guru Maharaj. It's amazing to be part of this. I'm being selfish. I just want to meditate on it rather than speak. I don't think there's anything more in there. I don't think I can add to that.
Okay.
So thank you.
That's good. See, yeah, and that's just the Lord's grace here. It's just so powerful that I notice this. When I look at Buddhist sayings, I say, my God, man, that's incomplete, inconclusive. It's like the Lord, Chaitanya, has given me the power to do like Swarab Damodar did. He would complete all the conclusions. So I look at Jesus saying, my house has many mansions. My Father's house has many mansions. I look at that, I said, wow, you said, but that was like a parable, but nobody knows what that means. But I know what that means. So that means Jesus knows what it means, and I know what it means. I say, wow, Jesus, what are you doing? How come I know what you know? How can I know what you're driving at? That you just spoke that as a parable. That's really amazing stuff, man. What do we do with that now in 2018? Let's explain the parables. That's because I look at any parable he said and I just know totally what he's saying. It's like I feel like the same kind of person. It's like he said that. I know exactly why he said it and why he didn't say anything, at that time. But now it's a different age, man. It's 2,000 years later, man. It's time to, break the seal. I bet there are a lot of Christians who would like to know why Jesus said this and that and all these things. You watch my videos, I explain it all. You can go and take everything I said about Jesus here in all the thousands of videos I've made and make many books on it, and they'd be very amazing, and they will clarify all these things that theologians can't even understand. Why? Because we got Radha's grace here, man. There's nobody who knows Krishna or truth anything better than she does. See? So we have basically, Lord Chaitanya is basically Radha's grace, man. He came and brought bhakti for Krishna. See? Bhakti for Krishna. If you got that bhakti, Krishna comes running, man. That's why I like reading Radha Sutta Nidhi, man. That cools the Lord's heart in my heart more than anything. That's why I go right to this, especially early mornings. He says, thank you. It's like, Krishna, when he's in Vrindavan, sometimes have trouble getting Radharani's association. And he goes to a gopi and sits there and gets on his knees, especially Manjaris, man, and says, please, can you bring Radha to me? See? So that's what we're doing here, man. Krishna's, he's starving in your heart. He wants Radha's grace, but nobody knows how to do it, the path to get it, nor anything. So takes a gopi, that's the bona fide spiritual master, to come and to teach the people here, because how to satisfy Krishna. Because Vaidya won't satisfy him. And that's why he says, I'm unsatisfied. It doesn't control me, that love. See, bring me Radharani. See? Well, only his intimate girlfriends can do that. See? That's a Gaudiya Vaishnava guru, real one. See? They teach us how to arrange the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Just simply by chanting Hare Krishna, they're arranging it. They're doing all these arrangements, man. And you're sitting there watching all of that. You watch all the ecstasy of Radha and Krishna coming together, man, which that's the essence of all their pastimes. It's just to get together and the bliss of that meeting. See? And then the bliss of the separation. That's why you see a devotee, sometimes they're crying. Sometimes they're laughing, chanting the Maha Mantra. Why? Because you're seeing union and separation, man. It's all blissful, man. The crying is wonderful, and so is that laughter and all of that gaiety. It's like going to a party, same thing, man. See? So now, first now there's more of the crying thing, because that's really purifying the hearts. You know, crying, a lot of crying first. You know, it's like a baby being born, they got to cry a lot. My God, man. Jeez. Stuff is too amazing. That's what you get when you read Radharasa Sudhanidhi in ecstasy, man. You get some revelation, realization. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I got to move around a little bit. Okay, so I'll take a little break. There's only 2 people here anyway. 3 people. Yeah, I'll take a little break. I'm glad Dasu's appeared on the radar again. I was wondering what happened when I'd say, yeah, he got captured by his little lads out there. Yeah, they'll teach him a little lesson there. Daddy, daddy, daddy this, daddy that. Okay, so we'll be back in a little bit here. Hare Krishna. Accept my obeisances. I'll move around a little bit, then we'll be back for some more juicy chanting and all those Bhagavatam class, you know. Or maybe, hey, Lilita, get up there, man, juice me up, man. She juices out, man. When I just love her chanting, man. I get a chance to, you know, sit back and do what everybody else is doing. And I sit back. I bet she saw, you know, we were juiced up, man. We were just like ecstatic as it could be watching her chanting, man. Boy, we are so lucky. Do you feel how lucky we are, man? Janaki, I know Janaki's getting juiced up on it also. But God, we are the luckiest persons in the world. There ain't anybody luckier. I wouldn't trade this to be Michael Jackson. This is 1,000,000 times better than that, man. Because he's taken another birth, I'm sure. Even though he was pretty pious, but he's still got to make this connection. Here we ain't. We won't take a birth as we know it. You know, even our well-wishers, you get special treatment from the Lord. Even if you didn't pop for there would be a miracle that you didn't. But even if you didn't, you would get special treatment by the Lord just because you like his real devotees here. And you listen to them. And you get excited by that. Oh, you get special treatment, man. Treated like a queen. Here, you might not be treated so much because everybody's polluted, man. They averse to Krishna. But in my world where I'm from, they treat you like better than the queen and king, man. Even everybody's going to get bhakti here. Just to give an idea. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody, and I got to move around a little bit. Do some prescribed duties here.